Yo, it's a summer series. Stupid Small Podcast. I'm going to start saying summer series a lot more, Lauren Clark.
I know, it hasn't really felt like summer series. We haven't quite. We've got to do that thing we did last time where it's just like, bam, we're talking about summer stuff.
That's
Go.
it. Go.
What is summary?
40 shorts. Oh, we did that last year. No heavy petting. Oh.
No, we did that last year.
No bombing?
No, we did that last year too.
Well,
Do you know,
that's it for me for
I
summer.
never see now a pool sign that says something like, no, here are the rules, without thinking of us.
Stupidly Small
and our
Podcast
Stupidly
Summer
Small-
Series.
Yeah.
2014-15.
That is true. So that is at least good. It has ruined something in my, not ruined, but,
You know what? It's started to improve.
touched something in my life.
It's
so that
improving nostalgia.
yeah, nostalgia. Gotta love nostalgia.
Yeah, there's plenty of old media to wheel that out.
Yeah, oh my God. What was your
Old
favourite
media,
show when
yeah.
you were a child?
Old media's starting to sound real old.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, and real dull.
True.
Like,
Very true.
really boring.
Stuart,
Yes, dear.
it is the glorious part of the year. I do love this bit between Christmas and New Year's. In fact, I would suggest we somehow squeeze another week in there. A bonus week. Maybe the dates don't have to count. So it's not. So it stops. So it goes, what is it? 25, 26, 27, 28. What are we on?
We're 29 today.
29,
Sounds like a
30.
song. Yeah.
and then just blank for 7 days,
Right.
and then starts on your first. Hang on, did I miss the 31st? Or
It's the 31st.
yeah,
but
sorry.
what do you call that zone?
Oh,
And how
I
do you
don't
count
know,
them
but
then? Is
you-
it blank 1, blank 2,
You
blank
don't,
3?
yeah, blank 1, blank 2, blank
Well,
2.
you have to because people go, no, we've had 3 days off. No, we had 4 days. It's like there's no way of
blank 4.
monitoring it.
You go, oh, but it's blank 4, so it's cool. Don't worry, it's only blank 4. How good is this suggestion? You love it, I can tell. You don't like my suggestions, but
Yeah, but you know what? You'll end up with winter in December. Like you're going to push the calendar so far out of whack.
No, just a week. Nobody
Yeah,
cares about a
week.
week.
A year.
Yeah, nobody cares.
So in 50 years, we'll rotate the whole seasons throughout the
You
the
and
course
your
of the year.
long-sightedness.
You and your rules, man. I sound like old media.
Maybe then only 3 days. No, but that's not cool. It's got to be a week. And because
Did you say it's not cool?
do you think, God, you don't get away with much on this podcast.
No,
do
you know what we do? We hold each other to account.
We do. Holy crap, do we? But don't you think that I think I said this last year, but that this period of just like nobody calls you, you don't have any work, you've got work to do, but you kind of can't be, you don't have to do the work.
You're not expected to be doing anything unless you're operating like a petrol station.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And
Even if you have a business
yeah.
and it's closed and people walk past, they go, oh, nah, they're closed. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, what's, I'm not coming back. It's expected.
Exactly. That's right. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love it.
Unless you work in retail or catering.
I
or
know.
hospo. Oh, no, hospo can close down a bit.
And a lot of, yeah,
Well, you're like me, you're just unemployed.
just unemployed.
Well,
How are you
I'm
enjoying
not
your
really well, it's great. I'm not really
post-work?
unemployed, though, as you know.
Have you had, though, that slump that we talked about a while ago, where after something, you go, yeah, I can't wait for that, and then you become a grumpy,
No.
confused,
No.
unhappy person for a bit?
Not at all. I have not had that experience.
You haven't been grumpy since you closed up shop.
Oh, no, Christmas was in there. So that's bound to make anyone grumpy. But I mean, as far as work goes, it's been fine. So it's a week, I think it's a week on now since we did our last service. And
Do you miss it? Talk about nostalgia. No.
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 Think about it.
What is?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Great year.
Yeah.
But when you get to make that choice to move on and
Yeah.
you know it's your time,
Yeah.
it's the most liberating thing.
Yeah.
And you walk away with no regrets. I had no regrets of 2015. In fact, it was out of the last, say, 3 or 4 years, it's been one of the most satisfying years I've had in a while.
Mind you, if you'd sat all year with your head in a bucket, surrounded by sharks in the sea, it would have been a more satisfying year than
We're starting with the bar being fairly low, Lauren Clark, if you think about it.
Yes. No, but we actually, this is okay. We can actually reflect.
Well, this is time for reflection.
This is a time for reflection.
Summer series reflection.
And we had
Can we do reflections all the way up till Friday, which is going to be New Year's?
What do you mean reflections?
Reflections. Summer reflections. So
thinking about
we cast
just-
our minds back,
Yeah.
and then from Friday, It's projection.
Oh my God, I love it.
All right.
But what are we casting our mind back to?
Today.
No, but not. It can't be like our boring lives. It has to
No,
be.
we have to think about stuff. But then it's like, what's the best of 2015? We don't do that. We're not old media.
I know. Let's reflect on like what.
Cheeses me off.
No, no, God, no. We don't want to be like every other podcast. What cheeses you off?
That was
No.
I Hate Saturday.
What are you when you were a kid?
Mm.
Do you remember this time of year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, this is the time of year where you would be really smashing your new toys, giving them a good smashing, hopefully not literally, but playing with them. They're still fresh. You're still, I think you mentioned yesterday about leftovers, still leftovers going. The cricket
Yeah.
was on.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to watch a bit of cricket. We'd have it on. We'd be definitely playing cricket.
Did you ever
There's
have?
a fair chance we may have been down at Colindina Caravan Park or something similar down Ocean Grove Way.
Did you ever have the? Do you remember Christmas presents you didn't like somebody giving you like a pack of undies or socks or something that you're just like,
I think Nan was big on hankies.
hankies. Yeah, there you go. See, there's a kid present where you go, really?
What am I supposed to do with this? Polish my bike, But I used to walk around with the hanky though. It
Did
was the
you?
grossest thing. We've spoken about this on this
Yeah,
podcast.
because you're Mr. Anti-hanky.
I'm anti-hanky, all right. But, because you could feel it, like all the goop on your leg. And, like, if you
Stuart.
really were sick,
you're really painting a great picture
All
of
right,
yourself.
get this way.
Walking around with a huge wet handkerchief all the time.
you're a kid.
Well, you're one of those kids. Did you constantly have a cold?
I was a child that would get bronchitis a lot.
Did you? You
Yeah.
little sickly thing.
No, I wasn't sickly. I was tough. But I'd get bronchitis a lot, which would mean a massive build-up of mucus. Build-up of mucus. And if you didn't pack 2 or 3 hankies, you'd end up with a wet spot in your pants.
Oh, Stuart. Oh, God.
I can't term it any other way.
We had one of my best
Seriously, it'll
mates.
stick to your leg.
No, don't just say seriously and then repeat the revolting thing that I
I
told
didn't
you
say
not to
wet spot in
repeat.
your pants. I said it would stick to your leg.
You did say wet
And
spot in your
also-
pants, but you didn't mean that. I think
No.
that's what you mean.
No, I didn't. It's like I've said a lot of stuff over recent podcasts that have just come out the wrong way.
Yes.
And I'm still apologising for Christmas Day.
Yes, you are. It was dreadful. And it ruined a lot of people's Christmas.
I don't think it should have.
I have a friend called, who I went to school with, his name is, I hope she doesn't mind me saying,
Boney Maroney.
Sally Thompson.
It's quite a
Right.
home and away type name, isn't it?
It is. It's like a made-up name because it's very...
You live in Erinsborough?
No, she doesn't. But anyway, she's a top bird, and her, in fact, it's funny because her last name's now Bird. But anyway, Sally
Bird.
Thompson, when we were kids or teenagers, right, somebody in my family only heard me talk about Sally, right? And then Sally came around and introduced herself, and so I hadn't seen it written down, is my point, but just heard Sally using her own name. Sally had, at that time, and I think a little bit kind of about that point, bronchitis or a cold or something. And the person in my family famously thought Sally's name was Sally Dobson.
Poor bugger.
So, being a perpetually snotty child would have been. You're painting. So I'm getting a bit of a sense. I'm glad we're doing reflections because I'm getting a bit of a picture of you as a kid. Because the other day you told us, or a few weeks ago, you told us a story of you getting picked and then getting unpicked for the saddest story I've ever heard.
For Stable Master.
For Stable Master. So were you at that time a very snotty,
No.
unwell child
I
with
was
a wet
never-
patch in your pants? I mean, because...
I was a teenager. Now, look, I wasn't a snotty weakling.
Yeah, you're like the kid in the Secret Garden who has to be carried around by like servants and stuff and
Oh, no.
doesn't know he can use his legs until he actually goes out into the sunshine.
No.
No?
No. It just meant I occasionally had a blocked nose and congested lungs. Are we talking about this really? Are we?
I think it depicts you in a certain light that I'm not sure people would have
Hit
imagined.
the music, Mr. Producer. This summer series is done.
Oh, so sad.
Lauren Clark, how can people get in contact with us?
Facebook and Twitter and the internet. They just basically search Stupidly Big. Although if you go to iTunes, check out look for Stupidly Small and give us a rating or a review. That'd be excellent. Hey, Stu.
We've got 2 more days of summer reflections.
Reflections.
So we've gotten rid of what's in my phone. You're gonna
I knew it. I knew we'd find another one.
Anti-singing lobby.
I said it at the end of the year. At the end of the
anti-singing lobby, we up and up because this is their time to relax into the podcast.
The anti-singing lobby can, you know what they can do. Sing about it.
Keep saying you don't like them, maybe you'll stop.
In song form, please. Okay, Stu, see you tomorrow.
All right, stay safe. Get that sun cream on.
Ciao.